Welcome to Timeless Audiobook, Reckoning Hour by Peter O'Mahony. The Reckoning Hour by Peter O'Mahony grips readers from the very first page, weaving together a tense legal thriller filled with deception, betrayal, and an unrelenting search for truth. In the heart of Charleston, South Carolina, a city where old money and dark secrets collide, criminal defense attorney Joe Hennessey finds himself entangled in a murder case that threatens to shatter everything he has built. The city is steeped in history, charm, and quiet corruption, and for someone like Joe, defending the accused is just part of the job. But when this particular case lands on his desk, it feels different. It feels dangerous. The story begins when Joe Hennessey is called to defend a prominent client, Robert Carter, a wealthy businessman accused of murdering his wife Laura Carter. Laura's body was found in their lavish home, the scene painted with brutality and mystery. The police believe they have their man, but Joe knows better than to take things at face value. As a defense attorney, skepticism is his weapon and instinct is his guide. But the deeper he digs into the case, the more unsettling the picture becomes. Robert Carter is a powerful figure in Charleston's elite circles. His fortune, influence, and reputation make him nearly untouchable. But beneath the polished surface lies a tangled web of lies, deceit, and ambition. Laura Carter, beautiful and respected, seemed to have it all, but appearances can be deceiving. Joe quickly learns that their marriage was not the fairy tale the tabloids portrayed. Friends speak in whispers, business rivals hint at dark dealings, and even the family seems divided. As Joe begins preparing the defense, he faces resistance at every turn. Evidence points toward Robert, but something about it feels manufactured. The crime scene is too neat, the narrative too convenient. Joe's legal partner, the sharp and resourceful Savannah Mills, shares his doubts. Together, they peel back the layers, uncovering financial irregularities, secret affairs, and hidden grudges. The truth is buried beneath years of manipulation and cover-ups, but Joe refuses to back down. His investigation leads him to unexpected places, from the stately mansions of the wealthy to the gritty underbelly of Charleston's legal system. Old alliances resurface and enemies lurk in the shadows. Joe's reputation is on the line, but so is something far greater: justice for Laura Carter and exposing the rot beneath Charleston's glittering facade. Meanwhile, the media descends on the case, fueling public outrage and speculation. Journalists paint Robert as a monster and Joe as his puppet. But Joe understands the courtroom is not a place for popularity contests. It is a battlefield for facts, evidence, and reason. As the trial approaches, tensions mount. Every piece of evidence is scrutinized, every witness carries secrets, and the prosecution seems hell-bent on securing a conviction in court. Joe employs every ounce of skill, intuition, and strategy to dismantle the prosecution's case. But the opposing counsel, Assistant District Attorney Megan Stone, is relentless. She is intelligent, composed, and determined to put Robert behind bars. Their legal battles are fierce, layered with personal stakes and professional rivalry. For Megan, it is not just about the evidence. It is about sending a message that no one is above the law. As testimony unfolds, shocking revelations emerge. The pristine image of the Carters' marriage shatters. Evidence suggests Laura was involved in clandestine activities of her own. Business dealings, secret meetings, and a hidden life begin to paint her as more than just a victim. Joe questions everything. Who really wanted Laura dead and why? The deeper he probes, the clearer it becomes that multiple people had motives and opportunity. The case takes a darker turn when threats against Joe escalate. Someone wants him off the case, someone willing to use intimidation and violence to ensure the truth stays buried. But Joe is no stranger to danger. His past cases have taught him the cost of pursuing justice, and this one is no exception. With Savannah's help, he pushes forward, piecing together clues, dissecting inconsistencies, and following the money trail. The narrative builds with relentless momentum, masterfully balancing courtroom drama with investigative suspense. Peter O'Mahony crafts characters that feel authentic and complex. Joe Hennessey is not just a lawyer. He is a man battling personal demons, navigating a flawed legal system and determined to expose corruption, no matter the price. His integrity and resilience make him both relatable and formidable. As the trial reaches its climax, the pressure is unbearable. The defense faces damning evidence, manipulated testimonies, and a community hungry for justice. But Joe's tenacity uncovers the missing link, a key witness with crucial information that could unravel the entire case. This witness holds secrets that not only impact Robert Carter's fate, but expose the deeper corruption festering within Charleston's power structure. In the final moments of the trial, Joe delivers a masterful defense, exposing contradictions, presenting new evidence, and challenging the prosecution's narrative. The courtroom holds its breath as the jury deliberates. Tensions crackle in the air, careers hang in the balance, and justice teeters on a knife's edge. But Reckoning Hour is more than just a courtroom thriller. It is a gripping exploration of morality, power, and the lengths people go to protect their secrets. The book examines how wealth and influence distort justice, and how truth is often a casualty in the battle between public perception and legal reality. Joe's journey is as much about fighting for his client as it is about confronting the ethical dilemmas that define his profession. When the verdict is finally delivered, it sends shockwaves through the courtroom. But the story does not end there. New revelations emerge, hinting that the case was only the tip of the iceberg. Joe realizes the real reckoning is yet to come. Corruption runs deeper than he imagined, and powerful players are still pulling strings behind the scenes. The book closes with a haunting reminder that justice is rarely black and white. Even as one case ends, the pursuit of truth continues. Joe Hennessey may have won this battle, but the war against corruption, deceit, and manipulation is far from over. The Reckoning Hour leaves readers on the edge of their seats, eager for the next chapter in Joe's fight for justice. Peter O'Mahony delivers a masterclass in legal suspense, blending sharp dialogue, intricate plotting, and moral complexity. Readers are drawn into the world of high-stakes litigation where every word matters. Every decision carries consequences, and the search for truth is as dangerous as it is necessary. With vivid settings, unforgettable characters, and a storyline packed with twists and tension, Reckoning Hour stands out as a must-read for fans of legal dramas and crime thrillers. At its heart, this novel is about the cost of standing up for what is right, even when the odds are stacked against you. Joe Hennessey embodies that struggle, navigating a world where power shields the guilty and justice often comes with a price. Reckoning Hour captures that struggle with intensity and authenticity, making it an audiobook listeners won't want to pause. As the final chapters unfold, Joe reflects on the fragile nature of truth and the sacrifices required to defend it. His victory in the courtroom is overshadowed by the realization that deeper battles lie ahead. But for Joe, walking away is never an option. His dedication to justice defines him, even when it makes him a target. In Reckoning Hour, every character has hidden motives, every clue carries weight, and every revelation reshapes the narrative. Peter O'Mahony keeps readers guessing until the very end, crafting a story that lingers long after the final sentence. It is a story of power, deception, and one man's relentless fight for justice in a city built on secrets. Listeners will be hooked from the opening scene to the final revelation, experiencing every twist, every betrayal, and every hard-won truth. Alongside Joe Hennessey, Reckoning Hour is more than a legal thriller. It is an immersive journey into the heart of corruption and the resilience of those determined to expose it. For anyone who loves gripping courtroom drama with depth, suspense, and compelling characters, this is a story not to be missed.